Funny enough, I'm finding it a little bit easier because you just have to open your laptop, make yourself presentable and attend class. I can pause a lecture to make notes. The lecture notes are a lot better and timekeeping can be better. There's less social pressure to lectures.
I've found it challenging, but I've also found some benefits out of it. I've got more time myself to work on my projects, so it gives me more time to do the things I like doing best, which is like writing and focusing on what's important.
I'm finding the online classes okay. One of my teachers does presentations and they're amazing and they're really involving and I find them really interesting, but whenever a teacher is just reading off a really bad PowerPoint, those classes really they suck.
When the country was put into lockdown in March originally, it was fine, because it was something new, like it was a novelty at that time. But kind of towards the end of like the last semester last year in May, there was a couple of like my last few classes I didn't even attend because I felt that I wasn't learning that much.
The online classes have been tough because you don't really get to go into class, you don't get to like meet your fellow students, and you can't really collaborate like you'd want to on projects. It is what it is, I guess. Hopefully this year now we can get into uni again.
Pros, you can sit in your jammies and do your work. You don't have to travel up and down to uni, which is quite good. But there's definitely more cons, definitely. It's not as engaging. You don't have your uni social life at all unless you go through Messenger or whatever. So I feel like my grades are definitely taking a hit.
If this was my first year, I'd find it a lot more difficult. I'd nearly be assured it would affect my performance in my degree. I'm very lucky to have that first year. That first year is so vital to settle in, to get into the rhythm, because it's so different. It's such a big change.
Some of the pros would be, the fact that I was at home, that, I didn't have to travel, and, especially because I got kids and stuff. So if they needed something, I'm here and, I can catch up on my housework. Whereas before, when I was in Derry, I'd come home at the weekends and I'd have all the washing to do and all bits and pieces to catch up on.
I know that from talking to my own classmates that they are carers for their parents, grandparents, brothers and sisters and all. So they're distracted in that way, having to look after them. And then they're expected to spend 3 hours listening to one lecturer talk, having the coursework and assignments to do for that there, as well as probably work outside of university and home. So that's a lot of pressure on them that I don't think no one's really taken into consideration. And also for the likes of people who have learning difficulties and special needs that are helped through student support, I don't feel that student support has helped people like us and all for over Christmas or during the pandemic at all, because I've asked and requested help this for a laptop and all, and they said no, you're not getting one. And like, but it's not really for my final year student. I'd think I need to, because I've told you the issues and all, and you're just telling me it's fine and it's not.
I live in a small apartment with 2 other flatmates. There's not a lot of room for a desk in this small accommodation, so that can be difficult. We
obviously got fed up of looking at each other, because like the kids were out of school and they were getting bored and the routine was going out the window. That was really bad. That's because routine, especially for one of my girls, she has dyspraxia and she really likes routine, and then her routine, for God's sake, she was up till 2 o'clock in the morning. It all depends on what kind of form I'm in, what the humour with me is. Sometimes I work better in Derry and sometimes I work better at home.
There's nothing to distract me apart from every single thing that's in my bedroom.